Hi everyone. I actually owe you an apology. I had this set at, I thought it was 8 o'clock, but actually it's set for 7:30, so the actual time was late. So if I've missed anyone, my apologies. So what I'm going to run through quickly, a few things that have been going on this week, and then I'm going to have a look at the channel and see what other questions have come up as well. So one thing was said this week is Alex Hormozy particularly said that you can't promise anything if you don't when you don't control something. So he was talking about people doing weight loss challenges and going to the gym and all those different things. He says you can't actually promise those results because you have to do the work, which is sort of fair when you're teaching somebody, isn't it? If you're teaching anybody anything, if they don't take the action or they don't follow through, they're not going to get any of the results. And many statements say results are not typical. And I think some of the key points is, when you get into something, firstly, you're excited and then you find some roadblocks. And there's a point where you decide to either go forward and carry on or stop and go back. And I know several times in my life I've actually gone back. I've also had several times where I kept going forward too. And sometimes they weren't the best things to carry on with. I should have actually changed. And I'll tell you this, I was in SEO space for a long time, and that space has got gradually harder and more difficult. Um, and where people are generating content now and then the content is the way, it's a great way of feeling good because you see something that's produced, but it's not going to be the only thing to get results. Um, so that's another topic for another time. Let me just jump into the group and just see if there's any other questions, and then I'm going to go through and see if I can show you some AI work at actual activity level. Let's just get into the where are we here? A lot of asking people about asking about AI. So there's a statement that I put up last couple of weeks ago around uh, AI for SEO. Just let me find the button and lets me share the screen, but then I'll show you what I'm up to. So let's go share and screen one. Let's do screen two, which is this one. Okay, so we're on this screen here. Let me just then jump up. Not that one. I'll go over that. You want to go into there. So I've got Safi, local SEO person, and he's dropped his website. So what I've dropped in here is AI for SEO. So when I started, when I was in a medium-sized SEO company, and AI was still in the process of coming in, they were still finding their way around it. This was this year. They weren't really using it to get anything done. They liked the idea of it and they had someone looking at it, but they didn't actually have someone applying it. So while I was doing an audit of a fairly large website, and they allowed one of the key points in SEO is titles, probably one of the main things that's always had benefit. So I needed to generate the titles for a large amount of pages, and they'd allowed 6 hours for this time. Now, I got it done in just under an hour, and I'm just going to show you how I did it and show you some actually practical explanation of AI for SEO. So let me just grab this started. Let's grab this domain. I haven't looked this ahead of time, so let's just drop that in there. Let's just have a look here. Okay, dueling codes. Interesting looking site. I'm not too keen on the green, but that's Duolingo codes. Okay. So the first time what I'm gonna need to do here is pick up all the pages. So let's just do this. And most people may have seen me do this before, but site will show me all the pages that are indexed. It used to have a count on how many pages. That's only recently disappeared. So just two. It's only quite a few pages. There's only these few pages here. So let's go. Privacy policy blogs. There's not many pages here to work with. Duolingo family plans. Let's just it's the easiest way to grab these. I know. Let's just see if I can do something that will pull this down for me. I don't think I've shown this tool before, so let me just jump in. It's called Screaming Frog. There it is. I've got it in here. This is an SEO agency level tool, which most people don't talk a lot about it. Let's bring it up. And what we'll do is be able to pull a whole list of the site. It's just loading in a second. It's called Screaming Frog. There's a free level, which is good for up to 500 pages. I think I've got the licensed one. Yes, I've still got the licensed one on here. So let me bring that up. Let me just check that where you can see it. Okay, so Screaming Frog. And go and check it out. It's easy enough to find and download. So let's go back to the site. Let's go back to this one. No, not that one. Go back to, there's a site I had open. There it is. So let's grab that one. And effectively what this will do, it'll for want of better word, it'll scrape the content off the site. Well, but it just grabs a copy of it and hit there and hit start. What I want to do is I want to pull down all the pages that are on that site. And normally with the paid version, you can pull it out as a, you can download it as a file. So that's all we want to do here. It's got a few pages in the background. It pulls all the files, just ignore all this for the moment. It'll make a lot more sense in a minute. We'll just change it to HTML, and then it'll show me all the pages that are there. Now you can do this for your own site. MetaLibus is a very small site, so I'm going to grab all these like that, and I'm going to copy, and I'll bring up my favorite little tool here. Just give me a second. No, that one. It's not the one I want to get. I want this one here. No, it's not going to paste for me. That's annoying, but that's all right. We will. We'll export. And then export. We'll save and open. Right, this will get me more than the information I needed, but that's okay. It's got a few problems in the back of the site. And links, let's go. Okay, and it's duplicated the output. We can get around to that in a moment. Let's just do this. Filter. Let's just see. We'll grab those two. Actually, this being a small site, let's do it this way. That one. You'll see why I'm doing this in a minute, so it'll make more sense. Copy. Copy, thank you. This is Notetab Lite, which is one of my favorite tools, and it doesn't seem to want to copy and paste. It's rather annoying. So let's go. Oh, I know why. So let's do it this way for starters. Copy there. If I wasn't doing this on the screen, I'll probably quickly Google how to copy. You know, when you're using a screen, sometimes people just doesn't want to work out the way you want. So let's have a look and see if I can do this another way. Copy, right? For some reason, just doesn't want to pay. Now we'll get rid of cancel that. Get out of the way. Doesn't really want to get it. Doesn't really want to take it out of here. Let's just do it another way. Okay. A bit of a lesson on being persistent. So we'll take all those out there. Delete. What I'm doing is I'm getting it down to get rid of some two. We don't need to see for what we're going to do. And all of us here, you don't need either. So delete that. All I'm trying to do is get the pages out of a site. Now, there's probably many other ways you can do this online, but we'll just do it more of a slightly difficult way. Family plan, we'll get rid of that. Delete. And so what I'm doing is getting it down to I want to end up with a list of pages with no repeats. Now, I'm sure there probably is a way to do this a lot faster than I'm doing here, but because it's a small site, we can do it this way. And this one here, delete, and delete. That one will go up the top. Yep, so we can delete that. That. Those two. I think we've also got the family plan up the top there already. Duolingo family plan. Yes, we have. This will totally make sense when I get around to it. Contact us is already up there. Versus Babel, that's already up there. About us, is the about us already there? No. I'll take two of those. That one. What I'm trying to work to here is basically a list of all the URLs of all the site and just single versions. Offline, is that one up there further? So I saw it. Yes, it is. So we can get rid of that. You're never going to rank for how much this Super Duolingo costs because the main site is always going to be ranking ahead of that. But you may end up further down. Blogs, Duolingo widget not working. No, yep. So I think these are all repeated. Yep, these are all repeated. So we'll take student discount, delete those off. It's picked up a lot of other pages and a lot of repeats there. Okay, I won't go too far. I'll just grab off this first list here. That contact. So there's still a few. So we've still got a few duplicates in here, haven't we? So that one. About us is there. Okay, so what we'll do is just to make this simple, we'll just insert a line here, and I'm going to grab this here. Copy. And I'm going to grab into a new sheet. I'm old school. I like Excel. So let's go here and we'll go paste. Now I've got a list of URLs. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the fast way of writing all the uh, save as. I'm going to browse. And to keep it down to a nice simple document, I'm going to save it as a simple text document. Here you go. Book one, you go to text. Let me stick it on. I will make it easy to find. I will put it on my desktop. Save. You're going to see a messy desktop in a minute, but that's all right. Down here. Let's save it. Always messy. Hasn't shown up. That's interesting. So let's just get back in there again. That's what happens when you do things live sometimes. Let's just copy that for a second. Can I get a text? It should copy. I don't know why it wouldn't copy before and put it into this. Really strange. It won't seem to copy on them. For some reason, there's something blocking it. So let's just get that out of the way. And good old notepad. For some reason, it wouldn't do it. So now we have a list of URLs, right? Which you can, there's probably many other ways of doing this, but at least we've got that ready. So I'm going to put that aside for a second, and I'm going to put all these down. We won't need that. That one's cancel. Whatever that doesn't want to do it work at the moment. I'll put that down as well. Now, what I'm going to do now is going to jump into ChatGPT. ChatGPT, where are we? Well, that one there. Let's look in. Okay. Is it going to log me in? Log in. Take me log in first because I've got the previous prompt that I'm going to bring up. You dropped me in? Yes, it has. So cover letter. All the things I've previously done in here have been for creating things. Just let me go back. I'm going to search. Title redirect code. So I generate a redirect code. Meta tag creation guide. So here it is. So here is the actual prompt. So you are SEO audit specialist looking Google back practice. I'm a meta tag and description tab for the list of content for current URLs with 3 focus keywords. Here's the overview of the settings. This comes directly from Google's terms of service, right? And the way I like it out. Also, it will create the meta title tag, the meta description tag, and it will also target URLs, recommended meta description, everything you really need. Breeze run a test of the first 5 pages, and I've asked it, do you have any clarifying questions? Just let me grab and copy this so people can use it straight into ChatGPT. I will put it below this video as well. If with ChatGPT, it's just like talking to somebody, and they might have questions with what you're asking. So look, thank you for providing URLs. Here's what I've done before. Here is all the pages that I use for my own site, and the generation that came out of it. So I'm going to use, so I told it to make it a CSV with URL. Now, sometimes the CSV will be, it won't generate because if you're using a free level of ChatGPT, you'll run out of credits. So it's given a CSV that can download there, but sometimes it has some errors with it. So what I'm going to do is leaving it there. I'm just going to provide it with a new list. I'm going to grab a new list that we worked on. And I'm going to drop this in here. And because I've got it in there previously, it should regenerate it, ready to go. Now it said, because I asked it the first 5 pages just to make sure it was working correctly. And as always, when you're videoing something, it takes twice as long when you're waiting for it to process. Yes, patience is a virtue. Okay, it's gone straight to CSV, so let's just have a look. Now, CSV, for not anybody knows it, it's just a simple text-based spreadsheet. That's it. Let's have a look there. Let's go save. It's on my desktop. Yes, it is. Let's just have a look here. Okay, so there we've got the page, the target recommended keywords for those page, the recommended title tag, and the recommended meta description. And these are set in the correct sizes to as far with Google's terms and conditions. So you've got everything there that you can literally copy and paste into your own website already, all ready to go. Now you can run this. Don't run it through the spreadsheet model. I'm going to carry on and do the rest because I said it will run out of credits. But let's go back to proceed with whole list on screen. Let's see what that says. Here we go. And there we are going through the best process for running a large amount of title tags, meta tags, and I'm crossing those out. So target keywords is what the page is aimed at, recommended title tag, and recommended meta description. Now the meta description doesn't affect ranking anymore, regardless what people say. However, it does affect how people click through on their results. So that helps with that. And there's nothing there, well, it's not going to help anything. So there, and now it's done. What have we done? We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pages. Just like that, ready to go. I can copy and paste this in. If you have a paid version of ChatGPT, you'll probably have enough credits to download it, and then you can go back to that screen like I had before, which is there. So I'll bring it up again. So there you've got your pages, you've got your target keywords. You should never aim for more than 3 keywords per page. Recommended title tag and recommended meta description, all ready to go to copy and paste into your website. Again, apologies for being late, and I hope this is helpful to you. And hit me up with anything else you want me to go through. Bye for now. I'm going to hit stop, and then I'm going to hit end.